Hey, good morning. It's Dr. James. I hope this message finds you happy, thriving, and well. And I'm going to be really honest with you this morning. I thought a long time about this message, and I want to present it to you as an idea, as a spiritual idea that's deeply, deeply soulful and a little bit scary because it's going to bring up things for us. As I think about this, the first time I heard this, I was like, oh my gosh, that's incredible. That's beautiful. And man, it brought up all this sort of insecurity about whether or not I was worthy of having this kind of a practice. And this practice is about Gandhi. And Gandhi was famous for so many things, but you know what they don't talk a lot about, historians, when it comes to Gandhi's life, is they don't talk about before he became this person of nonviolence and so deeply spiritual in his whole entire life was his message, a spiritual, God-blessed message. Before that, he admits, and people say, that he was a very timid person. He called himself a small person because he lived very timidly. He lived with a lot of fear. And then one day he decided, I can't live like this anymore. I don't like myself this way. So he wanted to be a different way. So here's the opportunity. Do you ever feel like, you know what? I don't want to live this way anymore. I don't want to have fear just wrapping my whole life. I don't want to be in a space where I'm looking outside of myself to figure out whether or not I'm worthy. I want to rise above all that. I want to be connected with God all the time. I feel the same way too. That's just like my practice more and more. So here's what the practice is all about. Gandhi made a declaration when he said, I'm not going to play small anymore, and I'm not going to be disconnected from God anymore. I'm going to be connected all the time as much as I possibly can. So Gandhi decided he was going to, every breath he took, every moment of his waking life, he was going to be awake. And he accomplished this by simply saying, Ram, 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 literally tens of thousands of times a day. Every single breath, every single moment, he was under his breath, connecting himself with God over and over and over again. And I believe you and I understand what it's like when we're like, oh my gosh, I'm judging a person because of their bumper sticker. Or, oh my goodness, I can't believe how I'm talking to myself these days and putting myself down and not loving myself or judging other human beings, minimizing myself for what I don't do perfectly. And then you think to yourself, what if I could be connected to God all the time? Remember the bigger spiritual practice of my life, which is being light, which is being love, which is being grateful, which is being compassionate. When Gandhi was shot, the people around him said he died fully awake. As he was falling to the ground, taking his very last breath of his life, they could hear him whispering, Ram, Ram, as he passed away. He passed away wide awake. I want to pass away wide awake, but while I'm here, I want to live wide awake. And I want to find out what it is that we can do to be together to remind ourselves how not to fall asleep, how to stay connected to something bigger than ourselves. Whether it's God, the universe, nature, your higher power, or just this light and love that you know is bigger than all of us. Never forget the connection that we can have to it so we don't get lost. So we don't fall asleep. So we go out in the world and we shine a beacon of possibility and purpose. We don't fall prey to fear. We never let ourselves forget how good we can be in the name of something so much bigger than all of us. Love, light, God, the universe. I love you. I believe in you. Let's have a beautiful day. Being and staying and broadcasting, being wide awake. Peace and love.